FBI headquarters, Washington, D.C. 1655. You know, we probably shouldn't have an entire folder dedicated to fire.
So who the hell am I talking to this time?
Tanner here, Walker.
Good. You haven't been fired. I was afraid I'd have to explain this goddamn case all over again.
Not this
I
time.
went back to where Connie said she took the photo in the desert.
Yeah.
You remember, right?
Yeah.
Where she said this, flying saucer supposedly landed. I didn't find a flying saucer or any aliens breathing their last wheezy breaths or anything like that. But I did find something else. I found that too, Tanner. But no, that's not what I meant. I found stones. A bunch of stones lying there on the surface of the sand. I'm no geologist, but they look funny to me. Like they'd been moved. Put there for a reason, you know? So, I call it in. Because I'm sure as hell not gonna dig myself, Tanner. Not in this suit. A team arrives an hour later, and they start digging. Sure enough, under one of the stones, they find a body. Advanced state of decomp. They dig under another stone. And lo and behold, this time they find an entire skeleton. Turns out, we're standing on some sort of desert graveyard.
Of corpses.
Hard to say, but I counted more than 100 stones. If they're all grave markers, well, I'll let you do the math.
Found a body and a skeleton.
Messed up, right? And judging by the size of the skeleton, it belonged to someone young, Tanner. Real young. Look, I won't beat around the bush. The medical examiner has finished a preliminary report on the skeleton, and they found what they believe is a photo of the victim in the sand, buried there by the bones. Never seen that before. Any chance you can take a look at all this and get me an ID, Tanner?
Consider it done, Agent.
Let me send you the files.
Send them my way.
Well, it's taken a while. Hard to access the satellite out here in Roswell. Dryfield. Okay. Looks like it went through. About goddamn time.
Roswell! Welcome to the facility, Gabby. You're in good hands now. Sincerely, Dr. Franken.
The skeleton appears to be female, estimated at 9 years of age. Starting the examination now. Initial observations show well-preserved and intact bones. No visible signs of trauma or damage. The subject is missing her left incisor. The rest of the dentition looks good. No decay or disease is present. Moving on.
Oh.
Here's something interesting. One of the metacarpal bones on her left hand, the metacarpal 3, has a slight curvature. You don't see that a lot. So, to summarize, the subject appears to have been a female, approximately 9 years of age, with a missing left incisor tooth and a slight curvature in the metacarpal 3 in her left hand. Based on the level of decomposition, the body appears to have been buried for approximately 6 to 8 months. Further testing and analysis is needed to determine the cause of death.
Wait. Wait. Jenkins. Henry. Jenkins. Huh. Oh. So, whoever Gabby is. Okay, blood runs deep. Gabby Bruce, and Gabby Mills. Named a Gabby Mills. Oh. Not a woman. Gabby Bruce? What? What? Whoa, okay, hold on. You're in the facility now. Identify the body. It's Gabby Bruce.
How did you find this, Tanner?
There's names on another list, like
Just when you
Connie's.
think this case can't get any weirder, that's exactly what it does.
Except there's
But I
more
need
here.
concrete proof
The
it's her.
doctor
Got
is
anything else in your
Henry
bag of tricks?
Jenkins. What?
Having the same first name isn't enough. I need something else.
Oh, the metacarpal tunnel. Or the metacarpal bone. Gabby also has the unusual bone growth. But how did she get...
Years old, Tanner. Breaks your goddamn heart.
I don't think she was 9, Chief.
Out here? And what's a connection to Connie? Okay, the examiner has just finished processing the second body I was telling you about. The one in the advanced state of decay. Let's see here. Adult male, early 60s. Ah, they got an ID on him. Quentin Spence. Want to see if that name is on your magical list too?
Spence. Quentin Spence. There it is. Right there.
So there's definitely a link. I see some of the names have been crossed out. Can you figure out what that business means?
Just help me. Missing. If I remember rightly. Hayden Thomas. Registered. Registered is mixing. Crossed out means missing.
About 100 names like that. That number matches the stones. God damn. And if I was a gambling man, I'd say the circled persons are still alive. Like our Connie. There's something else about Spence, Tanner. They found him buried in a lab coat. With some, you're never gonna guess. Floppy disk sewn into one of the pockets. Remember what I said about this case getting weirder and weirder?
Yes.
I'm sending everything your way.
Please do. In fact, if you would like to know, Jenkins is the one that got shot and killed at the bar.
Now the second disk password protected. Open that second floppy disk and give me an address tied to Spence. Something I can look into. I'm getting a little restless with you doing all the work. The operator program. Oh.
I mean, hey, if you have a problem with it, talk to Skinner. Upon my arrival at the BioM facility, I was warmly greeted by Dr. Jenkins himself. How fortunate I am to work with a scientist. In our meetings, Jenkins explained that I would be heading up a trial involving a key component of his. Though he did not disclose much, I have the impression that the project is secrecy. Appears to be of great importance. Yeah, I'd say. The trials, which are scheduled to commence in a few days once I am well versed with the subjects and the procedures, are in place. Dr. Isles, the facility director, informs me our work has the potential to significantly enhance the well-being of the patients who have been selected specifically for our research. The entire facility itself has been constructed for this purpose alone. Although I am unaware of the project's source of funding, there appears to be no shortage of. Be optimistic our research will make a profound difference, push the boundaries of knowledge. AMPA receptors missions. My brain. One channel, yeah. Potentiators or panels for the treatment. A receptors. We observe that increase the frequency and amplitude, postsynaptic currents in the cultured neurons. Yes. And that's. Oh. Well, there. Plays, effects, synaptic continuity, and virtue. Indeed, Dr. Defense. In reference to that. Yeah, defense. Can't get anything else. Evaporate.
Autopsy report of a male, approximately
Talk to me.
late 50s, early 60s. Initial observations show no sign of trauma or blunt force injury, similar to the first remains found. The decedent appears to be wearing some kind of lab coat. Starting the external examination now. Excellent dentition. The decedent is wearing some kind of badge. Let me put this to the side. Abdomen seems healthy, with no signs of trauma or injuries. The lab coat seems to contain a hidden pocket. There's something inside. It's sewn shut. I'll open this with my scalpel. There. There appear to be 2 floppy disks inside the pocket. Strange. In my estimate, the body has been buried for approximately 2 to 3 months, based on the level of decomposition. At this point, the cause of death is uncertain. Further testing and analysis is needed, including toxicology reports, before I can provide a conclusive determination.
Okay, so that's just. Key. It. Oh, I can't do. Synapse? No, I can solve this game. Damn. Um. Files use 105. Got it. If you're reading this, it means I'm no longer living. Buried in the desert like the other subjects. I implore you, whoever you are, share my story with anyone who can make things right. My name is Quentin Spence, and I was head of operations at the biome facility. I'm writing this letter because I am about to resign from my job that one simply cannot resign from. As per protocol, I will most likely be sent to the desert burial site. All my belongings. I deserve this punishment. I am sick, so sick of everything we have done supposedly in the name of science. If you have found me, then I'm assuming you have found the others too. Every person buried here in the science is a Project Eve test subject? Eve was led by Jenkins. I am not trying to blame it to him. I bear my share of responsibilities in this. While our intentions were noble, at least in the beginning, I now see that we went too far, and I'm ready and willing to face whatever punishment awaits me in the next world. You have found this document, but perhaps the contents of my lab coat remains undiscovered. Perhaps I could not crack the password on my floppy disk. Maybe they assumed the floppy disk only contained my research papers. Regardless, it's up to you. You have the power to stop this. You gotta go to the facility. You have to go to the facility. Spence worked at Biome.
Let it go to your operator head, but that was actually somewhat impressive, Tanner. The address you sent, it's not far from here. I'll check it out first thing in the morning. Tonight, I think I'll help the team exhume the rest of these bodies. Screw the suit. God help us, Tanner. God help every single one of us.
Contact me tomorrow, Walker. Okay. So, you can't resign from this job without being dead. So why did Jenkins have a list of the bodies? Wait a second, who was still alive? Who was still alive on that list? Gabby was 9 years old. I imagine she was probably one of the first children of Eve. Probably something to rebuild artificial life. Yes. Carry on. All these names. These names aren't all just female. At least the ones that are living. But this is a list of the people who were in the facility who worked on the project. Also, I wonder. Damn. So, why was Jenkins at a bar? Okay, game? Consider me intrigued.
Look, you need to do something about it. He's poking around, asking too many questions. He's going to expose us all if you don't rein him in. Yes, his shift is over. Yes. All right. Yeah, fine. We'll talk later. Bye.
Sure. What are you planning on doing, buddy? And if it has to do with me, I can assure you, you won't get very far. I feel like I should have told him about Project Eve. I think I fucked up on the next step part. Evan's apartment. We're back again. 6 a.m. So weird. Everything about him is a blur. Why was she talking about Mia Cole to be like laid out of his... Just rein him in. Sign in again. Oh, we're in. Yay. 9:29.
Good morning, Evan.
Hi, Mike. How are you?
About yesterday. This business with the coal files. Sorry if I came down on you a little hard, buddy. It's just that I know you have what it takes to rise in this place, Evan. Become a supervisor. Hell, maybe even replace me one day. But I can't protect you if you start poking around in the wrong places. Okay?
A little stressed, I take it.
Yeah, I guess I am. It's this job. It can be a real killer. Well, I better get back to it. You have a good one. All right? Again, I can't tell you how happy I am to have you here at the operator program, Evan. That way, I can keep a close eye on you, can't I? Let's grab a beer later this week, all right? Once everything calms down in the madhouse.
I don't like Trench. Trench knows more than he's letting on. I feel like he just tipped his hand. I feel like he just revealed to us a little bit about what's going on here. Cam's job. That way I can keep a close eye on you. Why are you interested? Yourself good, Mike. Talk to me, Barry.
Operator Tanner, that you?
Tell me, Walker.
Tanner, did you give that address out to anybody?
Of course not.
Well, somebody beat me to the facility, Tanner.
What do you mean?
The BioM facility burned down last night, Tanner. Up in flames. And if you didn't give the address out, someone else did. Looks like we got ourselves a mole. Goddamn operator program.
You know. If you can send me the
Investigate team
results.
for me and log the remaining evidence back at the department. But I can't access it directly. I'll have to go through the operator program. Heaven on earth, Tanner. Heaven on earth. From what I can tell, there should be some security footage there that should shed some light on what happened here. Hopefully, it won't be too hard to prove this was arson.
It won't be hard to prove it's arson. But I get the feeling we're not gonna like who did it. Alright, talk to me. With the gas can. There we can. Right there.
Yeah, that's not a box of wine, is it? Can you get an ID on this guy? That would have been too easy, huh? I'd like to get in the facility. Yeah, take a look around. Good Lord willing, the roof won't collapse on me. But I need a code for the door. You see where I'm going with this, Tanner? Yeah, that's fishy, isn't it? So fishy, it goddamn stinks. Unfortunately, I don't have access to the team members. But from what I can tell, the order came from higher up.
I just need the magic word, Agent.
Oh, operator, would you please, pretty please, give me the code for the goddamn door?
I'll find the code for you, Agent. In fact, I'm already on it. I think that's an 8.
Let me see if this works. All right, I'm in. Damn it! The smoke in here will ruin this suit too. That's 2 suits in 2 days. Tanner.
Thanks.
Let me see if I can find something useful. Something that the investigative team left behind. Sure as hell won't be easy. Because this place is just about burnt to a crisp. I don't know what went on here. But if you ask me, it's a pretty elaborate security system for a medical facility.
Anything?
Not much, to be honest. You ever wonder what the baby of a hospital and a prison would look like? Because that's exactly what this place is. While I look around, maybe you could dig more into our little arsonist friend.
Sure, what do you need?
Anything that you can find, Tanner. I look picky to you. An ID. A link to another case. His favorite flavor of ice cream. Just give me something, alright?
There's the Eve Project. Now, I do know, thanks to our little friend, Block Cam 4, a picture of the... There it is.
Charming fellow. Who's the lead on the other investigation?
Agent Alexandria
Tough call for the
Pendle.
rook. Hold on. Looks like I found something. What the...